as well as ombudsman. We are the only agency at subnational level and at the same time in the whole country where we have both the criminal jurisdiction to fight corruption and the civil jurisdiction to mediate disputes among the people. Why the Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission is that because people might argue that we have a federal Public Complaints Commission, but why is the state having similar agency? In answering that, the paper highlighted the fact that Nigeria operates a federal system of government, which is a complex of systems that allow for two legislation, that is concurrent and exclusive legislation, whereby the states have the power concurrently to legislate on certain cases alongside the federal government. And that's been the case. The Kano State enacted a law in 2008 to create Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, an agency which is copied, is a prototype of the Federal Public Complaints Commission, because the Act of Federal Public Complaints Commission is reproduced in the law that established the Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, as well as that of the ICPC, matched together to give us the law or the legal backing. The Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission was a directorate in 2005 under the Cabinet Office and later upgraded the status of the Commission. A law to back it up was equally enacted in 2008, as I said. Although the Kano Ombudsman was partial following the Federal Commission, it is distinguishable because the State Commission is Christian as the Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, as I said, as the name entails, it was dual mandate. Now, what ombudsman fights corruption? Ordinarily, based on our experience as ombudsman in fighting corruption, based on our experience, ombudsman is fighting corruption because some, if not all, the complaints before him were occasioned by corrupt practices. With the corruption there, there will be no social justice. As it stands today, Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, as the name implies, remains the only public institution with dual mandate, as I said. As an agency serves with the responsibility to ensure that no act of government official and its agency resulted in the commission of any act of injustice, any member of the public, the experiences garnered in the course of this gathering, in the course of discharging our statutory responsibilities are some lessons that was mentioned. Based on the experience we have mentioned, as I said, is that the idea of ombudsman is for poor, because most of the people that patronize our commission are people that cannot afford the complex legal system of going to court. They cannot hire a lawyer. And most of the cases, you can see that sometimes you will start a case as a civil case, but instantly it will turn to be a criminal case because the injustice method might be resulted to corrupt practices. It also improves access to justice, and it increases the synergy between the agencies. Some of the cases handled by and received by the Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission that we can be able to showcase the fact that an ombudsman of this nature is fighting corruption is a case of a microfinance bank. The state established 37 microfinance banks. These microfinance banks are to mitigate the suffering of the rural dwellers, especially in terms of economic hardship. But unfortunately, some people cornered the money. It is a commission that investigates the matter. We're able to identify the problems and we're able to take appropriate measures, including taking the culprit to court. We have a case, we received a case of a plot of land was 76 hectares. And this plot of land is belonged to individuals, is the heirs of a person, particular person. And the power that be revoked the land, the title of the land, because initially it was allocated as a farm, as an agricultural farm, a land. And they have developed it, they have even go to the extent that to establish a house and dig holes and what have you. But part of the reason the government say they have revoked the land is because they did not develop it. And in investigation, we were able that the land was issued or was reallocated to a company called Waeko Nigeria Limited. A simple search at the Corporate Affairs Commission suggests that the company was not even in existence. And these people has denied their rights. And this plot of land is worth billions of naira, about 2 billion of naira. So what we did was to investigate and find out who are those people that started building on this land, because we were able to retrieve the file of the land, and we could not establish the real ownership because there was no letter headed that would suggest that these people are even existing. So the dilemma is for us to even identify who are those people, because even the Minister of Land at then could not tell us that who are those people. But the commissioner at that time, in giving out the statement, said that he was instructed to do that. So we now search using some names that we now find out the name reflected as Water and Agricultural Engineering Company Limited, and to our greatest surprise, we were able to find out that this company belonged to certain individual instrumental to the revocation and reallocation to themselves. So the land is now referred back to the original owners, and we are preparing to take the matter to the court. On coming on board as well, as part of the corrupt practices syndicate in the Ministry of Land, which is now the Bureau for Land Management, we now find out that there is a unit called One-Stop Shop. That One-Stop Shop is responsible for boycotting all the bureaucrats in the management of land issues in Kano State. So we were confronted with triple, sometimes double allocation of land. And if you are to look at the document, you find out that all the documents are identical and perhaps is from one source. So it was a nightmare. At the end of the day, we were able to, based on the investigation, and because of the series of the cases we received, we were able to find out that the Ministry of Land is responsible for that double allocation, whereby many people lost their plots of land, worth millions of naira. We were able to crack that, to wreck that syndicate, and at the same time, for the first time in the history of this country, we prosecute a serving commissioner, a serving permanent secretary, and a director. And in the course of that, we were able to break that syndicate to ensure that justice is done. And as I'm talking to you now, 90% of that double allocation has been reduced in that state. Another case we were confronted with is the judiciary. I'm sorry to use this word. We have lower courts. That lower courts in Kano, that's what they call, if you go to the court now, because access to justice is key to the survival of each and every nation. Because where there is no justice, people might resort to self-help, and it will not be good to any society. So now, when people come to the court, there's what we know in my own dialect, the liar. The liar is somebody who is there in the court to guide you of how to win a case, whether you are right or you are wrong. And apart from that, we have many courts. I cannot say the number up here now, but we have both Sharia court and magistrate court. But our law, under Section 2, defines public servant to include those serving in any capacity in the state civil service or local government, and to include those serving in the magistrate court, Sharia court, and tribunal. So without deem it is appropriate for us to investigate what is happening there. And we're able to find out that even the money generated for fine and other administrative charges in the court are not being limited to the government. So we started investigating this matter. You see, because the situation whereby somebody is being fined, and the person that fined him ended up using the process of the fine. So we see it as a sheer injustice and something that must be dealt with. When we started investigating the matter, in the process, because we were able to even retrieve or confiscate the stamp they used to even put the teller. Because what they used to do is to go to the bank, obtain a teller, because auditors can go to the court and audit the account of the court. So if the auditors come to the court, they will see as if they have deposited the money in the government account, which initially is not true. Under Section 26 of the Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission law, that is a crime. And that is why we investigated the matter. In investigating the matter, the Judicial Staff Union challenged the commission, and we have to go to the court to solve it. In that judgment in the High Court of Kano State, it was held that yes, we can investigate them, but it must be through the consent of the Chief Judge of Kano State, who is the chairman of the Judicial Service Commission. We appealed the matters to the Court of Appeal, and I'm happy to tell you that this has given us a boost because the Court of Appeal disagreed with the High Court and said that we have the powers to investigate that these people, and it's our liberty, and it is not compulsory for us to even take records to the CJ and the CJ or us to investigate. And this is something that I believe have reduced drastically the suffering of the people, because all these people that are making it difficult for people to access justice has been taken care of. We have a foreign scholarship. We have many more cases. I was told that I have only 18 minutes, but there are some of many cases, because in my 4 years of chairman at that public complaints and anti-corruption, I'm now in my 5th year, which is the last year. I was able to treat much less than 4,000 cases. We receive about 11,000 cases, and some of the cases that are treated in a day. I have established 44 local government offices built with communication equipment, linked with the commission, so that we'll be able to monitor what they are doing at the 44 local. As I stand today, we have 46 ombuds offices across the 44 local government area of Kano State. So we have many cases. An average of 1 case per local government and an average of 20 cases at the headquarters will give you 60 cases per day. So it's a very cumbersome assignment. We have a case of Opera One by Market. This is one of the cases that touched my mind. This case is a case of a local government. That a local government chairman, when he came, now he colluded with some of his agents. That's a market established by a former governor of the state, AL-IHSAN, is a military man. And since then, the people, the inhabitants of that market were doing their business. When this man came, what he was doing is, he used to allocate the stars already owned by some individual to other individual. This is the sheer injustice I've ever seen in my life. When they come to complain to the commission, and the man used to be, a darling child of the government in place. So he thought that he's untouchable. So we started, people have to go and sell their properties. Some even sold their houses to make sure that they maintain their title in that place. And on average, we estimated that they were able to extort nothing less than 370 million naira from the people. So we started investigating the matter. We recover large sum of money, and in the process, the courts, because they followed all the necessary evidence for them to stop us from investigating the matter, and they could not succeed. So they went to stop to the court through fundamental enforcement. The court asked us to stop, and in the process, when we even started investigating, other people used to come. In my own little understanding of the law, court orders are given in real, not in real. So certainly, we just thought that we can continue investigating other matters that is brought before the commission. But unfortunately, I was cited for contempt because we continued to receive complaints and we were able to continue investigating the matter. Now we are waiting for our case at the court to be settled to continue. But what we did is we are able to achieve, what we achieved is we were able to at least stop that process for now. Then we have a case of sale of offers. We are able to investigate a matter of selling of employment offers, whereby some people in the Ministry of Finance, because Kano State has a central salary system, so some people were selling offers, and in the process of selling offers, some people will not even get offers when their money has been collected. Even though too, the other people are not exempted from crime, but we are able to investigate a director, and at the same time find out that we are able to investigate this matter, and at least the matter is now before a court. We equally have a case of rice farming. The farmers cannot have many irrigable dams that is capable of feeding the nation, so to say. And the federal government issued an intervention to Rice Farmers Association. They call it Ankobrowa scheme. And that Anko scheme, I was told by the investigators that at least Kano State received, from 2017 to date, received not less than 10 billion naira. So 10 billion naira, if this money will definitely go down to the people, to the main farmers, I believe we'll be able to turn around things, especially in the area of rice issue in Nigeria. But unfortunately, there are syndicates of people that hijack this process. They are doing a lot of things to support the process, and the investigation is ongoing. But I can assure you that, inshallah, the Commission will do its best to make sure that we turn around things. Corrupt practices and abuse of government in the Rimin. And I believe with agencies like this, and with robust, it will support political will, we'll be able to get things around in Nigeria. In conclusion, the Commission, the dual role of Ombudsman and anti-corruption is daunting and Herculean. The difficulties notwithstanding, the Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission has been doing its bits to ensure justice to the populace and ensure that accountability and financial prudence in governance. Its impact is felt by the poor in addressing injustice and maladministration, and the rich and powerful